Yesterday, I recorded a Cronos video talking about how I went 20x long on CRO. And in all transparency, guys, the trade went the wrong way. You can see that it's no longer open and I got liquidated. Why is CRO price going down today? I hope you guys do appreciate that. We're going to share with you our wins, but I'm also going to share with you guys some of the losses, and you have to be prepared for these things. The market can obviously move either way, and you have to be prepared for any scenario, and you set your stop losses when trading, and you also don't enter a position that you're not willing to lose. I've strung along quite a few wins on trading Bitcoin, Solana lately, XRP, Dogecoin a little bit as well. I tried my first CRO long in a while and it did not go the right way. And there is news for exactly why. Let's talk a little bit about this, which caused the CRO dip from 10 cents down to 9.4 cents overnight through the morning. The president is now threatening 50% tariffs on the EU and 25% penalties on Apple, causing the traditional market to dip. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kid. Let's talk a little bit about CRO and what comes next. Tap the like button, subscribe. And one thing I've been warning everybody about, there is volatility clearly in these crypto markets, especially with altcoins, but we have got to continue to be prepared for any news story that might come along regarding the president and tariffs, because the key catalyst for your altcoin surge, the key, if you want Bitcoin dominance to top out and start coming down, you want to see this happen for Bitcoin dominance and your altcoin surges. You want to see CROcoin back up to its 98-cent dollar mark. Well, it's very possible. In fact, I think it's very likely in the cycle we're going to see that at some point, especially for crypto.com and how strong this company is. Well, you want to see all that? Well, you need some of the tariff concerns behind us, because once the tariff concerns are behind us, then the Fed can have the confidence that it needs to cut the rates. We've already seen overseas, the European banks are cutting their rates. We need to cut our rates as well to get the risk on assets to rally, but the Fed is just not doing it yet. This is the main reason for that. Now, recently we did see a good news story about the China-US 90-day tariff pause. That's been a good catalyst, and this is part of the reason we had this big run for Bitcoin lately, and CRO was above 10 cents. I was hoping it would hold there, clearly with the trade that I had. But all of a sudden, the president sneezes, coughs, and tweets about some tariffs, and boom, we get a slip down. Now, we are seeing things recover for Bitcoin a little bit here. If I go down, let's just go down to the hour candles, and let me go ahead and fit the data to the screen. Came all the way down to 107.3, and we are already scooting back up. We could easily come and resume this rally. Some people are actually shrugging off this threat on EU tariffs, calling it a bluff. Let's see what happens. Today is a Friday, and then we get a holiday weekend. I don't think there will be trading on Monday, I don't believe. And so we'll see kind of what happens next week. But when you do zoom out, Bitcoin has been in a tremendous rally, guys, and I think we've established a bottom here. So while CRO could certainly come back down maybe to this 8-cent level if Bitcoin touches down to like 100K again, I do think that this scoop is happening. I think we're going to see some continuation, at least test 12 cents. But we do need to keep an eye on these tariffs. You need an altcoin season for CRO to get that rally to $1. And I think we will see it. Now, the other day, I did do, and by the way, $300 million were liquidated from the Bitcoin and crypto market in the past 60 minutes. That was a report from this morning, okay? So this is the volatility we're experiencing on this news. But I did want to share with you guys, we did do a nice collaboration for Cronos coin holders on this channel. Oh, not on this channel. We did it on Oscar Ramos's channel just the other day. And let me go ahead and get to this. I retweeted it out for you guys. If you go over to my Twitter page, you will see our Crowcast. We do these about once a month. I think we missed last month, but me, Coin Baron, Black Sea, and Oscar all talked about everything going on with CRO, with the ETFs, the victories, some of the problems, the unburn. And yesterday, we did not have this tariff news. From yesterday to today, things changed, okay? Now, what doesn't change in my mind is the strategy for DCA and HODL, okay? If you believe, like I do, that Bitcoin's going to go a lot higher and you believe in an altcoin season should come at some point, then these are still discounts, especially for altcoins, from where they're going to go. Now, for Bitcoin, you could say, well, it's at its highs, I shouldn't buy it here. You could say that. Or if you believe that Bitcoin's going to $1 million one day, like I do, you could still understand that this is undervalued compared to where it's going to be. When there are moments of fear and uncertainty, like this tariff news from the president, and you see CRO dipping, if you're trying to build your CRO stack and you see the price go down on a news event like this, it's a DCAing opportunity, in my opinion. It could be a potential opportunity for a long, though I do think that Bitcoin came kind of down support. Actually, was potentially looking at a short on Bitcoin at this news, which not super confident on that right now. But these are primarily, in my opinion, DCAing opportunities. CRO coin is below 10 cents. That's a buy. If it goes to $1, that's a 10x. If it goes to $2, that's a 20x. That's an incredible gain on your money. And I think it's very possible for this token to do that. Do you want to trade? Well, if you want to trade, you can sign up for Blowfin using the link I've got in the description down below if you want to check it out, up to a $5,000 deposit bonus when you sign up. And I highly recommend you guys check out this collaboration we did, me, Black Sea, Oscar Ramos, and Queen Baron the other day. Talked about everything CRO. There are so many bullish stories for this project. We saw the problem with SWE the other day. I talk about that in our collab. I talked about it in my video yesterday. That kind of thing makes me bullish on Cronos. It's not a top trending token today. It's not a top performing token today. But I believe at some point later in this bull market, it is going to melt faces. When you see CRO coin pump, it is crazy the pumps that this coin gets. From October 28th, 21 days later, it went up 3x. That's incredible. That can happen with this coin. I know a lot of people are probably growing impatient, which is why you have to find your patience. You have to take a long-term approach to this asset class and remain vigilant in buying the dips and taking profit along the way. I'm excited for this bull market for CRO. Just wanted to give you guys a little CRO update today and why we're dipping and how I got wrecked on my 20x trade, which I was prepared for. I didn't expect a news story about tariffs to come out. You're not going to win all your trades, but I have been winning most of my trades lately. Black Sea has been doing very well as well. And if you want to trade with us, you can sign up for Blowfin and check it out using the link down below. That's all I have in this one, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, DCA, HODL, and subscribe for more content. You want to see our trades. We're going to continue to share with you guys the good, the bad, the ugly, and talk about what we see in this market every day. I'll see you in the next one. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. Until next one, guys. Peace.